One collects art because you're intrigued. I think the intrigue comes from the fact that the art object will become for you a fetish which opens up the imagination, it opens up the world, and it is something that you can believe in. I'm Johnson Chang, and I'm the director of HANARITZ Gallery, and gallery I founded 35 years ago. I initiated the move of showing Chinese contemporary art from mainland China internationally. Some people call me the Godfather of Contemporary Art, basically because I have been working with a lot of these successful artists for a long time. Even in my career as a gallerist, as a curator, my main interest has been to seek out works of art that will create a consistent view of art history as a whole. When one uses the term avant-garde in a Western context, it always has to do with social-political engagement. And I think that term applied to China in the 80s. It was a time of true social, political, cultural change. And it was also a time when visual culture, the way one saw the world and oneself and one's aspiration totally turned upside down. But there was also a time when people saw possibilities. This collection is an effort to put together a few key ideas about art since 1989 in China. Some of these artists are very celebrated and everybody knows their work. And in fact, we have some of the most important of their works there. We have Zhang Xiaogang's triptych, probably the most important work of Zhang Xiaogang. After he finished the triptych, one Zhang Xiaogang actually gave away to a professor abroad. Only in recent years, I managed to acquire the third one. It was a happy reunion. We have this bloodline big family of 3. We have this amnesia and memory. And of course, Zhang Xiaogang is one of the key figures because he is also the person who's given us the face and the figure of the Chinese person of this era. There's 2-3 artists dealing with the human body, which is a major theme of the 1990s. Chen Fanzi's mask figure is about the wounded body or the wounded psyche. And Liu Wei, although we have a banana in this case, but obviously is a anthropomorphic reference, and he's obsessed with the libidinal power of life. I created Stars 10 Years in 1989. My purpose of doing this exhibition was to go back to the origin, to the beginning of Chinese avant-garde movement by highlighting the first group of avant-garde artists. The China's New Art post-1989 exhibition was about the shift of China, and it was also the time when the whole ideological change in China happened. So the idea was to take a comprehensive view of the art scene and to select works that were different in order to indicate the change, the shift in sensibility. I think what really put Chinese artists onto the international platform was the 1994 Sao Paulo Biennale. For this Biennale, I was helped by Josette Bauser, a French curator who was in Hong Kong at the time. And she encouraged me to take part in this show. So it became the pioneering exhibition in the Sao Paulo Biennale to have a Chinese contemporary art show. The 1995 Venice Biennale exhibition for the Chinese artists there was not just another Venice Biennale. Zhang Xiaogang and Liu Wei had a major presence. They were put into the centenary exhibition of Venice Biennale. Artworks are important for collectors because they represent for them something that is larger than life. And I think it is that sense one always has to follow to maintain their clarity of mind and also the clarity of their heart as a collector.